Later this year, Macedonia is due to start talks to join the European Union. But before that, a 27-year-old dispute over its name with neighbours Greece has to be resolved. I'm Andrew Hopkins, and I'm talking to the Macedonian Foreign Minister, Nikola Dimitrov, one-on-one. Soon the Greek Parliament will decide whether to ratify the Prespa Agreement, under which your country will become the Republic of North Macedonia. And then hopefully you will have good relations with Greece and EU and NATO membership will follow. But if they don't ratify it, what will you do then?
I think we are now focused on Plan A, which is we did our part to fulfill all the preconditions for the Prespa Agreement to come into force. It is now the ball is in Athens' court. There was an exciting vote on confidence of the government that ended up positively for Prime Minister Tsipras late last night. So we eagerly await the results of the referendum. I think the difficulties that both countries face in moving through, pushing in a way forward this process, shows how wide the gap used to be and why we are probably right when we say this is a historic resolution of an entrenched, intractable issue that has been splitting us for over 27 years.
But you must have a plan B, because that must be a real possibility that this deal may not be ratified by the Parliament. You mentioned there that the Greek Prime Minister just had that narrow victory in the no confidence vote. So what is your plan B?
We will have a context where a very difficult agreement is honored by one side. We will have to take it from there. But I don't think this is I think the stakes and the praise that have come from various quarters in the world is such that I think this is, to use a banking term, too big to fail, even though some big banks have failed.
When the referendum on the name took place in Macedonia, a very controversial event, and the turnout was less than 50%. A lot of people were against this proposed new name. How are you trying to bring all of these people together now behind this new plan for the future of the country?
We had a referendum where we had more than enough yes votes. 610,000 is a number with which you govern the country. And it's the second highest political majority since our independence. Our first president received more, I think, only in the 90s. So we needed more no votes to have a successful positive decision of the people. The problem is that the opposition essentially organized a quiet boycott. If we do the right policies in terms of implementation, 2, 3, 5 years from today, when those opponents of the agreement will look back, they will say this was actually the right thing to do.
I wanted to ask you about EU membership as well, because if everybody ratifies this agreement, then all being well, your accession talks are due to start this year. There's been some concern about corruption in Macedonia, also about the violence in Parliament last year. Do you think Macedonia is ready to begin these talks now?
I think we believe in investing in strong institutions and checks and balances. We have made notable progress in the latest democracy index of The Economist. Among the few countries that made notable improvement, Macedonia is mentioned. So I think by and large, as a candidate country, then 9 consecutive positive recommendations of the Commission that we are ready to start the accession talks. This was the obstacle, the difference over the name with our neighbors from Greece. And with this clear move towards becoming a proper European democracy, I think we have everything to create a climate where it will essentially be embarrassing for any member state not to support us to start the talks in June.